Welcome to part 4 of our short lecture series on geodata capacity. Today the topic data input. Where does the data come from? How do we get it into GIS? But first I would like to do a quick recapturing of the 5 functions of GIS. That's data input and second data editing. Both I will briefly touch today. Then third, data management. Fourth, data analysis. And fifth, data presentation and visualization. Let's start with the data input. How do we get geodata, that's data with a geographic location attached to it, into our geographic information system? The first option is to generate data with remote sensing technologies. These are sensors on a platform, either in the air, that could be a drone or a balloon, a plane, or sensors at a satellite. These will bring out or give us satellite images or aerial images which have to be corrected first. It's a very tricky process. There are lots of different corrections: atmospheric correction, terrain correction, for example for shadow, so on and so on. The result of an corrected and rectified aerial photo is a so-called orthophoto. When we have this orthophoto, we can use it as our base to then digitize features from this orthophoto. Here you see how we digitize a forest, some single trees, and part of the footpath from this aerial image. In the past this was done by people, by humans, but today we have very good machine-based learning algorithms to do this for us, and at most it's a half automated process with GIS experts just double-checking the results. Then we have to link information to the geographic or geometric objects. If you remember, the special characteristic of geodata is that we have data that not only has a location, but it also has additional thematic data attached to it. In this case, attached to this geometric object of a green polygon, we have attached attribute information that this is a forest, the size of this forest, 23,000 square meter, which community it belongs to, the community of Boyron, what kind of trees we have, deciduous trees, and its legal status, it's part of a national park. This is so-called attribute data attached to the geometry in our GIS. And this database will allow us geospatial analysis later in the next video. If we don't have a satellite or a drone, how could we generate data? For example, a tree survey. You just want to survey some trees. You don't need a satellite for that. So we could do that on the ground using GPS, either a special GPS receiver, and there are professional devices for surveying. They include corrections of this GPS signal, for example, and they can achieve centimeter accuracy, but you could also use a smartphone if you don't need such high accuracy. Thank you for this. Thank you for attending this short lecture. Please keep in mind these are very short summaries for the huge full area of GIS and geodata capturing. Please attend more lectures, read up on the topic, and last not least, try it yourself. Thank you.